listening to News Talk 1340 WJRW. John Gonzalez, MLive.com, the Grand Rapids Press, and the Going Gonzo radio show. Weekdays at 1 o'clock. The show brought to you by the Forest Hills Fine Arts Center. Go to fhfineartscenter.com to find out about all the big concerts coming up and shows this coming season. Fab 4, Music of the Beatles, right around the corner next month. Get your tickets now, fhfineartscenter.com. Judy, we have a very special guest. Are you okay? Are you holding your
I'm okay.
control?
I'm okay. I haven't done anything. Yeah, I haven't done anything outrageous yet.
Joining us in the studio, a good friend of mine, as well as this guy that I met last night, Ben. How you doing, man?
Good.
Ben from The Bachelor in town. You're a winemaker, and you're here to tell us everything you have going on with the wine. And you brought some samples in with us too.
I always come with gifts, my friend. Always.
Good to see you. Diana Stanford is here as well. What are you doing? Texting, tweeting? What are you doing, Diana? Come on.
Cleaning my inbox.
Whoa! Wow.
I had to make sure I'm not missing anything. We've been, I've been on the media track since 5 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
Ben's been on it since 6:45.
Yep. Right early.
And I think siestas are in our future.
Well, technically
before the
that would be
opens this afternoon.
About right now is our siesta time back in Mexico, and it's funny when you're over there.
Yeah.
And those siestas, it's like where is everyone, right?
Yeah.
And they come home for dinner or for their lunch or whatever break it is, and it's like a party.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you been to Mexico, Ben?
Oh, gosh. I'm going for my 5th time next week, this year.
This year?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Wait a minute. Yeah,
I just got back from Argentina and Chile, and they love their siestas there, too.
That's right. I read something about you doing some stuff down there, right?
Yeah, I'm starting a new, just what I need, another project, another brand under my already large portfolio of Argentinian Malbecs out of Mendoza. So I'm doing, I actually go back in February to finish all my blends and all that kind of stuff. We're doing Uco, Maipu, and the Lujan Valley appellated Malbecs under a different label and brand. So just what I need.
more projects.
But the wines were so exquisite down there that I brought my CEO with me, and I looked at him and I go, dude, we got to do something down here because they're incredible. They're incredible.
I've heard there. I need to get down there just for the siesta, though.
Just for the siesta. We'll drink wine. There's a lot of empanadas and siestas.
Oh, empanadas. Oh, now I'm hungry again, Judy.
Oh, they're amazing.
I could eat.
Have you ever had one?
No.
Oh, my gosh, they're fantastic.
They're unbelievable.
Yeah, they just think of like a pasty up in the UP.
Okay.
They're kind of like breaded.
It's a breaded pocket of heaven.
Yeah, it's like a hot pocket.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How is it that you could even be hungry after the pizza?
He lost weight.
I did.
He lost 3 pounds.
Oh, you weren't kidding.
That is true. I got
Are you purging on the road?
No. I got on the scale this morning. I was so excited to see, because I had lost 4 pounds like the first 4 days. And I'm thinking, this is not right. And I thought maybe it was just something with my system or whatever. And then toward the end of the trip, I started just eating a lot more, thinking, you know what, forget this. I'm just going to eat all the pizza I can.
Maybe and tapeworm.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it is. 3 pounds is not.
Maybe you have a tapeworm.
Dude, who can eat that much pizza and lose weight?
I don't know.
I'm a girl. That does not happen. He told me, I was like, you suck. Just go.
Maybe it was water weight.
I know.
It has to be something. Yeah.
Hey.
I don't know. I'll take it. But so you've been in Grand Rapids. You got in late last night. We hung out a little bit over at the Spreaker. Did you enjoy that? Schmoes beer? And
I did. A lot of nice beers. Hoppier the better for me. And I didn't realize, like I said, I'll say it again, I didn't realize this was such a beer-focused town.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good producers here.
Oh, my gosh. They're doing a great job. And we have a little wine here, too, in Michigan.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm sure you know that, Diana, right? We have a little wine here in Michigan.
We have almost equal number of wineries to breweries, at about 140 in each. And then about 30 licensed distilleries, about a dozen cider mills, I believe. So
the ciders there. The ciders. Have you heard much about the cider stuff?
Not here, no.
Yeah,
not here, no.
Because it's really starting to take off here in Michigan. Yeah.
Oh, good.
And I would imagine around the country as well. So you've been on kind of a media tour, going from station to station, TV outlet to TV outlet.
Yeah, talking about I'm here for the Grand Rapids Food and Wine Festival and all that goodness. And I actually come to Michigan about 4 times a year. We sell a lot of wine here in Michigan. It's a good state for us. So this kind of seemed like a natural fit. Hey, come on in, promote the wines, and spend some time in GR here. And
now the name of your winery again?
Involve Winery.
Involve.
With an E. Yeah.
Involved with an E. And I know that you were here in Michigan. You said you come a lot, but I know I read a story from our Detroit office. You were down there doing something at a Kroger, I think, right?
Yeah, we're in, I think almost every single Kroger store in the state.
Yeah.
There's mainly so I have two brands, other brands, but the Epilogue brand is primarily in the Kroger stores, and then the Involved brand is just kind of our premium tier that's here, and that is more like white tablecloth, smaller boutique shops and things like that, just because of the price point, really. And it needs to be hand sold. I started this about 5 years ago, so it still needs, someone guiding it into someone else's hands.
Yeah. Now, does it help you because you've been on television, on a national audience?
Yeah.
Getting your foot in the door and saying, hey.
Yeah, for sure. And, my business partner is part of kind of a storied Sonoma family, the Benzigers. So, a lot of people know the Benziger family name. We've got a good little kind of dynamic duo of sorts when we walk in places. But, yeah, going on those television shows, that was really kind of the creation of the Epilogue brand. That went from 0 to 8,000 cases in 3 months.
Oh, my gosh.
And that was just foot on the gas. And the Involved brand has still maintained very much its 5,000 cases and boutique and artisan and very, very small.
Yeah. Well, I know you're going to be here tonight from 6 to 10. Is that right, Diana?
Yes.
6 to 10 tonight. You'll be showing off 3 different wines?
3 wines, yeah.
What do you got there?
Sauv Blanc, Rosé, and Pinot Noir.
What do you think, Judy? Should we try some?
I'm a wino, so...
All right, well, let's...
I can't right now, but after...
Should we start from the top?
Just don't spill it on the board, Judy.
This will help with the siesta.
Probably
this
get
will
fired.
Help with the siesta, yeah. We often drink in here, right? Because of Diana, right? You bring drinks in here for us all the time.
Me? Why am I guilty of that?
You do.
I know. I feel it's rude to come to the studio empty-handed.
Yeah. All right, so
she loves to bring us stuff.
Ben, what is this
agree.
again?
So this is my 2012 Involved Sauvignon Blanc. I blend the varietal Muscat Canelli in there, so it's 8% Muscat Canelli. Kind of helps with aromatics and richness in the middle, and the rest is organically farmed Sauvignon Blanc from a little single vineyard in Kenwood, which is very close to downtown Sonoma.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, we do real well with this wine. It's 91 points and up, gold medal after gold medal. I've gone from 100 cases to almost 3,000 cases of this wine in the last 5 years. So it's very much our bread and butter.
Wow, that you started off with a good one there.
Yeah, it's nice.
Wow.
It's quite nice. And most noted for this one, for sure.
And how long did it take you for you to come up with this? I mean, did it take a while, or?
Yeah, I started, it was kind of a side project from 2008 through 2011. I was in tech and a bunch of other different things, but it really became a full business in 2011. Mm-hmm. And, we were small, and those TV shows kind of was well, that stuff sold pretty quick. And I love doing this. This is why I was put on this earth. So it was definitely a catalyst. I didn't mean for it to be, but it was a catalyst, and I was able to kind of sell my tech firm and move back into spirits and wine and everything. And it's been a sticky ride. I mean, it's not easy, that's for sure. 5 years of business, and I hit profitability 2 months ago. I mean,
congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, you can breathe a little sigh of relief.
See how I did that, Judy? I finished off my wine, so we could have sample number 2. That's the courteous thing to do.
I got you.
Just don't mind it that much.
It's going to be out of here stumbling.
They're used to it. The listeners know what they get. Yeah. So what is this one?
So this is 2011 Pinot Noir. I sourced this fruit from a single vineyard in the Russian River. This is my favorite wine I've ever produced, actually. I made 425 cases of it. It's very much not your typical California Russian River. I get a lot of Willamette. It's got a lot of Oregon qualities, deeper, darker fruits.
What is darker, yeah?
Yeah, plum, cedar, cola, cherry pipe tobacco, things like that. This is my baby, my favorite, and I'm already on to the 12 vintage in California, so Michigan is one of the only markets left with the 11. There's probably not more than 5 or 6 cases or something here, but regardless, it's just an amazing vineyard site to work with.
I love the dark qualities there.
Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't blow you away. It all fits.
Right. There's balance and acidity and all that goodness. Yeah, I've done very well with this one. Gold medals and 90 points and up, all that good stuff.
Just gold medals.
We got one more. Judy, you're going to have to finish that glass off, or Diana finish that off, or whatever. Because we've got.
I'm not trying to get fired here.
Why would you get fired?
Yeah, this is what we do.
It's like mouthwash.
Yeah.
You used that line before.
Oh, I love it.
And the rosé.
This looks really good.
Yeah, so the rosé, rosé has a bad rep because it gets associated with white Zinfandel a lot of the time. This is very much not the case. This is biodynamically farmed Syrah and Pinot Meunier from Sonoma Valley. And a touch of sweetness there, so like a little off-dry wine, which actually does really, really well here in Michigan. The palate's a touch sweeter. It's hard to sell in California, but the biodynamic farming, the fact that it has a little bit of residual sugar in it makes it almost like a dessert varietal if you want it to be there, or if you put it in a bucket of ice, you could have it on one of your boats and whatnot on all your lakes and beautiful.
One of my boats. Yeah.
Not my boats.
One of my boats.
No, your boats.
Oh, my boats, yeah.
Everyone has boats in Michigan.
They do. I love the sweetness kind of kicks in at the end.
Yeah, well, I get it more kind of up front, and then that Pinot Meunier lends this kind of like fleshiness and kind of like thins it out.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. And Pinot Meunier is generally a blending grape for sparkling, so it's not typically something you see in any kind of still wine. They use it a lot in Burgundy for, their sparkling programs and things like that.
Interesting. Yeah, we take a quick little break here. I have a couple more wine questions for you. Then we'll talk a little bit about The Bachelor.
Okay.
Here on the Going Gonzo Show on News Talk 1340 WJRW.